Fantastic Four is an unreleased superhero film based on the Marvel Comics superhero team of the same name, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The film features the team's origin and first battle with Doctor Doom. Executive produced by low-budget specialist Roger Corman and Constantine film president Bernd Eichinger, it was made to allow Eichinger to keep the Fantastic Four film rights. It was not officially released, although pirated copies have circulated since 1994, as well as various clips being available online. Welcome back to Marvel Movie Rewind, where we look back at every live-action Marvel movie. Today we are discussing the Fantastic Four from 1994. In 1983, German producer Bernd Eichinger met with Marvel Comics Stan Lee at Lee's Los Angeles home to explore obtaining an option for a movie based on the Fantastic Four. The option was not available until 3 years later in 1986, when Eichinger's production company Constantine Film obtained it for a price the producers called not enormous, which has been estimated to be $250,000. Despite some interest from Warner Bros. Pictures and Columbia Pictures, budget concerns precluded any production. With the option scheduled to expire on December 31, 1992, Constantine asked Marvel for an extension. With none forthcoming, Eichinger planned to retain his option by producing a low-budget Fantastic Four film. In September 1992, he teamed up with B-movie specialist Roger Corman, who agreed to produce the film on a $1 million budget, to be released by his distribution company New Horizons Pictures. Now, let's talk about the production. The movie was produced by Constantine Film. It was directed by Oley Sassone. The movie was written by Craig J. Nevius. The movie was also produced by Stephen Rabiner. Principal photography began on December 28, 1992, under direction of music video director Oley Sassone, lasting for 21 to 25 days. Storyboards were drawn by artist Pete Von Schally. The movie was shot on the Concord Pictures soundstage in Venice, California, as well as in Agora, California, for a spacecraft crash scene, the Loyola Marymount University campus for a lab explosion scene, and the former Pacific Stock Exchange building in downtown Los Angeles for team meeting scenes. Costume designer Reve Richards recalled in 1993 going to Golden Apple Comics on Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles to buy Fantastic Four comic books for research. Paula Hearn was hired as a weapons consultant, and Scott Billups for computer visual effects. The special effects makeup was by John Vulich and Everett Burrell of Optic Nerve. Stuntman Carl Ciarfalio, who wore a rubber suit to portray the monstrous superhero The Thing, worked with actor Michael Bailey Smith, who played The Thing's human self, Ben Grimm, so that their mannerisms would match. During the months of post-production, music composers David and Eric Wurst personally contributed $6,000 to finance a 48-piece orchestra for the soundtrack. A 1993 magazine article gave a tentative release date of Labor Day weekend 1993. During that summer, trailers ran in theaters and on the video release of Corman's Carnosaur and Little Miss Millions. The cast members hired a publicist, at their own expense, to help promote the film at a clip screening at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles and at San Diego Comic-Con, and the film appeared as a cover story on an issue of Film Threat magazine. By this time, the world premiere was announced to take place at the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota, on January 19, 1994, with proceeds from the event earmarked for the charities Ronald McDonald House and Children's Miracle Network. Suddenly, the premiere was halted. The actors received a cease and desist order on all promotion from the producers, and the studio confiscated the negatives. Eichinger then informed Sassone that the film would not be released. Speculation arose that the film had never been intended for release, but had gone into production solely as a way for Eichinger to retain rights to the characters. Stan Lee said in 2005 that this was indeed the case, and added that the cast and crew had been left unaware. Avi Arad recalled in 2002 that while on a trip to Puerto Rico in 1993, a fan noticing Arad's Fantastic Four shirt expressed excitement over the film's upcoming premiere, of which Arad said he was unaware. Concerning how the low-budget film might cheapen the brand, he said he purchased the film for a couple of $1 million in cash and, not having seen it, ordered all prints destroyed to prevent its release. Although never officially released to the general public, theaters, or home video, but exhibited once on May 31, 1994, The Fantastic Four has been subject to bootleg recordings. It stars Alex Hyde-White as Mr. Fantastic, Rebecca Staab as the Invisible Woman, Jay Underwood as the Human Torch, Michael Bailey Smith as Ben Grimm, Carl Ciarfalio as The Thing, and Joseph Culp as Dr. Doom. It had a budget of $1 million. It currently has a 31% critic score and audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 3.8 out of 10 on IMDb. Eichinger continued negotiations to produce a big-budget adaptation, speaking with directors including Chris Columbus, Peyton Reed, and Peter Segal. After pre-production briefly went underway in 1996, Eichinger and his company began production in 2004 of Fantastic Four in 2005, released by 20th Century Fox with an estimated $90 million budget. Following that film's 2005 release, Eichinger and Constantine produced a $130 million sequel. Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer in 2007. A documentary about the film was released on July 10, 2015, titled Doomed: The Untold Story of Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four. It featured interviews with Corman and others in the cast and crew explaining what transpired with the film and its production. A critically panned reboot for the film series was released by 20th Century Fox in 2015. The Walt Disney Company, through its acquisition of 20th Century Fox's owner 21st Century Fox, gained the film rights to the Fantastic Four in 2019. Joseph Culp, who portrayed Doctor Doom in the unreleased film, released a petition on Change.org in February 2024 in an attempt to have the film released by Marvel Studios. Disney's Marvel Studios subsidiary subsequently produced a reboot set in its franchise, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, entitled The Fantastic Four: First Steps in 2025. The four principal actors of the 1994 film, Alex Hyde-White, Rebecca Staab, Jay Underwood, and Michael Bailey Smith, all made cameo appearances in that film.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
With that being said, thanks for watching. Next time we'll be talking about the TV movie Generation X. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to see more, consider giving a like or rating and subscribing with notifications so you never miss an episode. It's free. Also feel free to check out our other episodes and share this podcast with others on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. We'll see you next time on Movie Rewind.